everyone. Welcome to my podcast, The Human Reaction, where we're going to talk about a trending topic for the day. Isn't that great? Yeah. I don't know what the trending topic's going to be, but we're going to talk about it anyways. So what we're going to do here, and like we always do, not that you know, because this is basically the first podcast, the first episode, is we're just going to Google a simple thing called trending topics today, okay? And then we're just going to go ahead and pick a trending topic, and we're going to discuss it even if we know nothing about it at all. Like, at all. So, on to the trending topics. This could be fun, it could be embarrassing, it could be... Why is every webpage you go to, it's just full of ads? I understand they got to make their money, but it's really getting annoying at this point, because you go to the articles, right? And you go to scroll down, and half the page doesn't move and the other half does. So basically you're reading out of this little small, what is this shape? It's not a square, it's not a rectangle. Is it a rectangle? No, it's not a rectangle. Dang it, I can't remember what a rectangle looks like. I know what a triangle... Okay, so it's not a triangle, but it's an elongated square, which I'm hoping is called a rectangle. Anyways, we move on. That's not the topic for today. And you're just reading through it. So what the topic is... Oh, this is going to be so fun. We're going to have so much fun. What am I reading here? So I went to this website, SEMrush.com, and it was just saying, hey, these are where the best topics of today are, and it's giving me a top trending topics what people talked about in 2021. I don't need to know what people talked about in 2021. This is 2022. I need to get to a different webpage. So trending topics, latest budget. Okay, I've gone on today.com. Today.com isn't bad. It just crashes sometimes. It's not good. Also, I think it's owned by Fox. No, it's not owned by Fox. Okay, I was like, why is there a lot of Fox stuff in there? I guess it's just talking about a lot of stuff. Okay, what's new around the world? We'll go ahead and click on that one. Latest. Wow, okay, lawyer. Photos of Kobe Bryant's remains shared for a laugh. Okay, so Kobe Bryant necessarily, that's not something to laugh at. Me personally, I never got into sports, okay? So I'm not going to know anything about basketball, football, soccer, hockey. I'm not quite sure the difference between a puck and a ball. Okay, but we're going to talk about this anyways, because I remember Kobe Bryant dying, and it shocked everyone, no matter who you were. It was like, wow. I mean, he was so good at whatever it was he did. I know that. So here by Andrew Dalton, his little article says Los Angeles AP, an institutional culture of callousness led Los Angeles County deputies and firefighters to shoot and share photos of the remains of Kobe Bryant and other victims of the 2020 helicopter crash that killed the Lakers star, his 13-year-old daughter, and 7 others, a lawyer for Bryant's widow told a jury Wednesday. All right, so we're going into this. We're going to go ahead and click on this article. We're going to go ahead and talk about Kobe Bryant, even though it's been a while, but it's not good to laugh about the whole remains situation, right? So Vanessa Bryant attorney Louis Lee told jurors in his opening statement in U.S. District Court in her invasion of privacy trial against the county that the cell phone photos shot at the crash scene by a deputy and fire captain were visual gossip, viewed for a laugh, and had no official purpose. What? Okay, we're going to have to keep reading this, because, I mean, I understand a lot of people took the whole Kobe Bryant thing and they turned it into a joke, every time they go to make a shoot a basket or something. Kobe Bryant, or when they miss. I really don't know. Crash. I don't know. At one point in time, what I do know is that a lot of people were doing the whole, Kobe, and I have no idea why, but everyone was saying it, but it was some type of joke, okay? And it's not nice to make fun of someone who died, especially in a horrific way that him and his daughter both died at the same time. I mean, could you imagine? No. Can you imagine? Okay, we're gonna go with that. Can you imagine being in that helicopter and being them? Just take a moment to take that in. For all those that go, Kobe, why? But I mean, after this moment of silence, we're going to continue on with this article that Andrew wrote. I think it was Andrew. Let's go ahead and scroll back to the top. I don't want to get it wrong. Andrew Dalton, yeah. So they were shared by deputies playing video games, Lee said. They were shared repeatedly with people who had absolutely no reason to receive them. An attorney for the county defended the taking of the photos as an essential tool for first responders seeking to share information when they thought they might still save lives at the chaotic, dangerous, and hard-to-reach crash scene in the Calabasas Hills west of Los Angeles. So what they're saying basically is, and I did a job before where I had to survey land and take pictures on scenes and stuff. And it's very important to record all of it. And oftentimes they have us use our phones to take pictures because companies don't want to pay that extra buck to pay for the devices for us when we have our phones. We pay for it ourselves or whatever. So I definitely can see both ways of the defense, right? So it goes on, site photography is essential, county lawyer J. Mira Hashmal said. Vanessa Bryant cried frequently during her lawyer's presentation. She was still wiping tears from her eyes minutes after during a break. All right, Lee told juror that learning a month after the crash about the photos circulation. Let me go and read that for you again. Lee told jurors that learning a month after the crash about the photo circulation, not from the county, but the Los Angeles Times, compounded her still raw suffering. January 26, 2020 was the worst day of Vanessa Bryant's life. The county made it much worse, Lee said. They poured salt in the open wound and rubbed it in. Lee played jurors' security video of an off-duty sheriff's deputy drinking at a bar, showing the photos of the bartender, who shakes his head in dismay. The lawyer then showed an image of the men laughing together later. Lee described firefighters looking at the photos 2 weeks later at an award banquet and showed the jury an animated chart documenting that they are spread to nearly 30 people. I mean, yeah, information travels pretty fast. You're going to go ahead and send it to one person, another. I mean, they're probably thinking, hey, it's going to get out anyways. I might as well just go ahead and be the cool person to share it first. And not saying that it's cool to share people's death and stuff, but I'm just saying this is the human reaction. This is the human mentality, right? They'll be like, hey, it's Kobe Bryant. It's news no one really knows about. I'm definitely going to send it out there, and I'm definitely going to be the coolest guy in my circle. All right, and then now it's kind of backfiring. So it goes on to say... Lee said the county failed to conduct a thorough investigation to make sure every copy of the photo was accounted for. And because of the fear that they will someday surface and her surviving children may see them online, Vanessa Bryant will be haunted by what they did forever. Now we continue to go on with a little bit more here. So she's going to be haunted. I mean, I understand it's an emotional thing, and I wouldn't want... I mean, can you... Being a celebrity or being out there, being famous, or having your name known, I mean, those that do podcasts and entertainment really hope that one day they'll pick up and everything will be great and they'll get famous. But at the same time, your life is out there. But not only is your life out there, the mistakes or your regrets or the deaths or whatever that grieves normal people that are not in the spotlight, that we have to process ourselves. No one's around to remind us so that we can get through it. They are reminded, celebrities are reminded all the time by media, by everything online, and it consumes them. That's why when they become a celebrity status, a lot of times they don't even look online anymore because they don't want to be consumed by what's there. All right, so during the defense opening statement, Hashmel told jurors that the fact that the pictures have not appeared in more than 2 years showed the leaders of the sheriff's and fire department did their jobs. They're not online. They're not in the media. They've never even been seen by the plaintiffs themselves, Hashmel said. She added, that is not an accident. That is a function of how diligent they were. Sheriff Alex oh my goodness, there's the last names again. Sheriff Alex Villanueva. We're just going to go Villanueva. And department officials immediately brought in all those involved and ordered them to delete the photos rather than conduct a long official investigation that might harm the families further, she said. He picked, so this is something that Hashmel's saying, he picked what he viewed as the only option. Is that decisive? Okay, decisive action. Okay, so he picked what he viewed as the only option, decisive action. Hashmel said he felt like every second mattered. Hashmel told the jury that the reason Lee even had the video of the bartender to show, which she suggested was deceptively edited to show the men laughing together, was because the sheriff's department had gotten it the same day they received a complaint from another bar patron who witnessed the photo sharing. She said the deputy was struggling emotionally from the difficulty of dealing with the crash scene, and that the bartender was a longtime friend in whom he was confiding. Hey, here's the thing about friends. They come and go, and trust, that's something that comes and goes as well. If you're confiding in someone, please definitely make sure that you trust them more than you trust yourself, and that they can actually come through on that trust. Yeah, that's very important. So on with the article. He pulled out his phone, and that showed not have... What? He pulled out his phone, and that should not have happened. Okay, I don't know why the words got mixed up in my head. She said, in a lapse, in a moment of weakness, he showed those photos, and he has regretted it every day of his life. The defense attorney urged jurors to look past the grief of those who brought the lawsuit and focus on the matter before them. There is no doubt these families have suffered, she said. It's unspeakable. But this case is not about the loss and the crash. It's about the pictures. Chris Chester, whose wife, Sarah, and daughter, Peyton, were also killed in the crash, is also a plaintiff in the lawsuit, which seeks unspecified millions. The county already agreed to pay $2.5 million to settle a similar case brought by two families whose relatives died in the January 26, 2020 crash. Bryant and Chester declined to settle. Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, oh, please do not, just get on me about this one. I can't pronounce names, okay? I understand these are celebrities. This is important. At least I'm pronouncing Kobe Bryant. And so Kobe Bryant is 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and other parents and players were flying to a girls' basketball tournament when their chartered helicopter crashed in the fog. Federal safety officials blamed pilot error for the wreck. Right? So scrolling down, that happens to be the end of the article, which I really think is a horrible way to end the article because it just kind of leaves it in the middle of a sentence. But at the same time, so great article, Andrew. Thank you so much for, letting me read that out. Not that you let me, I just Googled it, but I thank you for making it. It made it a whole lot easier on my job. So there you go. Photos of Kobe Bryant remains shared for a laugh. And how the case is going so far. And that was actually written today on, 8/11/2022, which by the time you get this and be able to, listen to it, it's definitely not going to be that date anymore. But at least, you'll be able to learn something from the past. I don't know. Anyway, so that's been the human reaction, and that's been the trending topic for the day. Thank you so much, and I really do appreciate all of you. Tuning in. Please tune in again. Definitely share, like, save, follow. I don't know how this works. And tune in next time when we talk about the next trending topic in the world. Thank you and goodbye.